don't even know where to start with this story. All I can say is something bad happened today. So I just left the communications lab at school. Didn't really get a chance to do much vlogging today because I have a lot of work to do this week. This week and next week is the last week of the summer session. Thank God. I have to go shopping. So we're gonna head over to Burlington and try and see if I can find anything. Everything in me is telling me, gosh, go to DD's discount. Well, I could, I should, but I'm looking for shoes. So I have a project due on Thursday. We were at 7 slides. We were at 7 slides for the longest, y'all. We gonna be at probably 18 slides by time tomorrow. Hopefully we're done tomorrow. I'm gonna try and just cram in as much as possible tonight and just, get it done, because tomorrow we gotta practice and then the next day we have to present. This is my first time doing this. I've been in college before, but I wasn't really paying that much attention because I didn't really care, that much back then. The truth of the matter is when I was in college, I didn't want to be in college. I was in college because no one would hire me because I didn't have any experience. That's why I basically didn't care. And I was just like, you know what, we just gonna smoke some weed. And do other things that I'm not gonna promote. Now that I'm a parent, I'm just like, I've done the going to school thing with no kids, no child, by myself. Didn't enjoy it because I really didn't want to be in school at that time. And then I've done the working thing with no children, no kids, not a parent. Working was cool for me. I was okay with working. I worked 3 jobs just because I had the time. But, being a single parent and juggling parenting and being a full-time student and juggling studies and homework is hard, and it's so crazy because I've had people ask me, they're like, how do you study? How do you get your child to let you study? Because see, if you're not a parent, you won't understand. When you get on the phone, when you start doing something important, when you start calculating your bills, when you start your monthly budget, your children, your kid, whatever, they will bother the heck out of you. I know that my son is small. I understand that, but y'all don't understand. My son is very intelligent. He may have just turned 2, but he's been acting like a 2-year-old for the longest. So this is just like, okay, a new profound 3 for me. But yeah, it's hard. I be tired. Like, I'm always tired because of school. Especially these summer classes. Like, these summer classes is wearing me dry. Okay, I can't do this no more. But anyway, let's go shopping. Let's go get something. Some shoes or a shirt. So, let's go. Alright, so you see what outfit I picked. I wore it today only because it was the easiest thing to put on. And I am running beyond late. So we're in a push for time. So we're not gonna do... Get out! Y'all annoying, man. Y'all more annoying than my baby daddy. I don't even know where to start with this story. All I can say is something bad happened today. Something really bad happened today. So, I was taking Jaden to school, and I had got to his school, got him out of the car and everything, and he has there's a small little brick garden piece or whatever right in front of where we park, where the parents park and everything, and drop off and pick up. And so you have the option to either park right there or do all the complicated stuff and park inside. So I decided that I was gonna park outside because I was rushing. I needed to get to class on time because I needed to finish this project. Excuse me. And move forward so I can be done with the project and work on math homework tonight, right? Well, as I'm walking up on the brick wall, my left flip-flop, like my left sandal, it's not even a flip-flop, it's a sandal, the top of it gets caught in between the brick and stuff, and it causes my foot to like slide against the brick or whatever. It hurt, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm like, my foot, and Jaden's standing right there, he's talking about cars and all of that. All at once, I start leaking blood. Not just a drop, not just a little bit, like leaking to the point where I don't even know yet. I've been at school all day. I've tried to stay off of it as much as possible today. And I still don't know if I need stitches or not. I don't know what I'm gonna need until I get home. So, I'm dripping blood all over the place. I'm like, what do? I can't hop over the brick part to get to my car because my phone was in the car. Like, I always leave it in the car when I'm taking him to school because it's an in and out process. I'm trying to get there, get him in there so I can go to school too. So, I managed to get to the front door because I'm like, hopefully it's just a little blood and it'll stay on my sandal. As I move, the more I move, the more it bleeds. And mind you, I'm not walking on my foot. My whole sandal was covered in blood. The blood is just leaking. Like, the blood is probably still there if they didn't pressure wash it off or hose it down off of the entranceway. Because it was a lot of blood to the point where the director of Jaden's school was like, you may need to go to the hospital instead of school. Naturally, I'm like, okay, I've been through worse than this. I've been through worse. I'm like, let me just stop the bleeding. If I pat it down a little bit, it'll be fine, right? It'll stop the bleeding. Didn't stop. I mean, the skin on the bottom of my big toe flipped up to the point where it's right just about to the white meat. It's pretty disgusting to say the least. And then my second toe, that little, where you can bend it, that part right here, I don't even know where to begin with how that looks. I've been through a lot feet-wise, I've been through a lot. So it wasn't that big of a deal to me until everything hurt. She saw how much I was bleeding. She was like, okay, this is pretty bad. And, I was late to class, which I'm never late to class. If I'm late to class, my teacher's gonna know why I'm late. End of story. Like, And it's not like 15 minutes later. I'm never that late. And I wasn't that late today, but I was late. It was late for me. It was too late for me. And I didn't like it. And it was just like, dang, I have a whole presentation to present tomorrow. Why is this shit happening to me today? I finally managed to get the bleeding to stop, rinse it off, put some Neosporin stuff. It wasn't even Neosporin, but it was like an accepted white or whatever on my toes. Got the band-aids on it, and then I remembered, haha, I have band-aids in my car. My teacher noticed that I was doing all of the work, and she blatantly told my team members or group members that we would be getting graded individually, because she knows what they're doing. She's worked with pretty much all of the basketball, football players or whatever, and they assume that just because my teacher loves football that she's gonna automatically pass you because you're a football player. Maybe if you were, in the NFL, but my teacher's not like that. But so that's what they went in thinking. And they're cool people, they're cool as hell, but I've done all of the work. I have a kid, I have 2 classes that I'm taking. What is your excuse? Football practice. My teacher didn't like that. She didn't appreciate it, and whether what I said, what they helped with or not, she was gonna grade us individually. So tomorrow we present, and she just reminded me, she was like, look, it's gonna be over tomorrow. That's it, that's the last day, that's the end of it all. I was like, you're right, I may be limping, but I'm gonna be hella cute, and I'm gonna know what the whole project is about, because I didn't.
Y'all, I had to grab the motorized cart because this toe ain't happening, okay? This ain't working. I've been in here for about an hour just to get a few things. I can't do it.